All right, what's up, guys? Austin here again. So the last thing that we need to do for our models slash specimen here, we need to dissect a sheep eye. So we have this sheep eye here, and we need to dissect this, which is what you would be doing in lab. So I'm going to do the sheep eye dissection for you, and we're going to identify the terms so you can identify them on the practical. Okay, first I need to clean it up just a little bit, so let me go ahead and do that. All right, so that's about as good as I'm going to get cleaning up some of the eyelid off. I left the optic nerve back here. So with some of these, the optic nerve is left there. So I left that here. We're going to get into the eye now and look at the specific chambers. Mainly, we're going to look at the posterior chamber, which is containing that vitreous humor. So the anterior chamber is directly behind this cornea here. Okay. And the sclera. So the sclera is this white connective tissue of the eye. So the white of the eye is the sclera, and then this clearish blue tint eyepiece here is the cornea. So let's go ahead and make a cut. Okay. So here's what we got. Move this out of the way. All right, so this ball that I'm holding right here, that is the lens as well as the vitreous humor, which is contained inside of the posterior chamber. Okay, so I don't want to mess that membrane up too much because that's pretty important. So this nasty goop right here, that is the vitreous humor. So I'm going to pull some of that out, separate the lens from it, messing everything up. And so this ball here that I'm holding, that is the lens. And I'll put it back in its spot here in a second. The lens right there is going to fit right there. So here we can see the lens. And then these little bitty lines, I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me try to focus right there. So the lines right here within this black layer are little bitty muscles. And those are the ciliary bodies. Okay, so those are going to control opening and closing of the lens. Now over here on the posterior part of this posterior chamber, we can see this this kind of membrane material here. So that membranous material is actually the retina. And so that's going to contain all of the rods and cones that are going to be sending the sensory information to your brain. So right there where they converge is called the optic disc. And so the optic disc here is going to send the information to the optic nerve. Now this colored layer directly underneath the retina that we exposed, that is the choroid layer. And in humans, it's kind of a brownish color. Here in the sheep, we see we got this blue reflective choroid layer. And so if you ever shine lights in an animal's eyes, it's because their choroid layer is a different color. And so that may help them see at night. That's kind of the theory on that. And then, just for giggles, let's go ahead and expose the iris here. And so there goes, let's pull our lens out. Let me see if I can get right there behind the cornea. Once I remove the cornea, now we can see the iris there. And so for your practical, we're really only going to be asking you the lens. So you need to know the lens, the ciliary body, the vitreous humor, which will be inside of the eye when we ask that, and the choroid layer there. Okay, choroid layer, and then the two things on the outside, wherever most of my cornea went. My cornea there, you know, the cornea, which was that dark bluish tint, clear layer that is going to lead light into the lens, and then the white connective tissue here, which is the sclera. Okay, and we have the optic nerve, and then the conversion point there is the optic disc. All right, that is it. Good luck on your last practical. Let us know if you have any questions. Thanks, guys.